So I basically started really applying myself to life. I decided that I wanted to challenge myself in every way possible because I was now fearless, literally. Like, I could do anything. So I would go to things that pushed me out my comfort zone because when I lost him, I really truly understood what matters in life. I understood how short time in life is. You know, our lives is nothing but a drop in the ocean in the grand scheme of things. And I was like, I need to get a move on. You know, I stopped putting up with nonsense. Like, I'm very picky of who I spend time with, and if you left me and I left you, then perfect, it's all good. But I quickly and swiftly move on from anything that's negative. And that's not to say there's not challenges, because I face challenges every single day, like every other human being. But when there's situations that I can remove myself from, then you better believe it, I'm not wasting my time or energy there. So I started like applying myself and trying to get out my comfort zone and trying to grow and becoming this person that I always wanted to be. I started going to little improv classes. Done my year's study in the hypnotherapy. I would go to improv classes to get me good at thinking on my feet and getting out my comfort zone. And in the last couple of years, I attended some of Frank Gilhooly's classes. His classes were all about authenticity and taking a leap of faith in yourself, and truly that is what you had to do in his classes. They were traumatic and liberating at the same time. You know, we had to do some deep, hard stuff, but what Frank gave me was permission to express my pain, therefore let go of it. And we can only get past things and get through things by facing our pain, by letting our feelings come up. You know, your feelings are a message. So don't think your feelings are bad. Don't ignore them. Your feelings are there to tell you something's wrong. Let's they're showing up. Your subconscious is feeding you things for you to look at. So you need to pay attention to your feelings and your emotions. I also in that time I got a mentor. This is a woman who I had been manifesting without knowing it my whole entire life. And through this process, you know, Tegan was just turning into this beautiful, caring, loving, amazing person, clever, smart, and in her school, just a really good child, which I've always been so lucky at, and thank my lucky stars for getting. But I got this mentor who came into my life, and I'm going to tell you this story because had the bad stuff not happened, then I'd never have got this mentor. And I think, you know, our past is what helps us become who we're supposed to be. So I was basically at the point after that all happened to us. I had prams lying about, I had cots, and I had baby stuff. And I got to the point, I was like, right, now is our time. You need to part with this, Amanda. This is not healthy, you know, time's passed. He's not coming back. And so I put it up in Gumtree. Got an inquiry in from a lady in Kilmarnock. And she, oh, I really like your pram, blah, blah, blah. So she bought it, and I was like, right, okay, I'll bring it over whenever it was. So my way to Kilmarnock, I'm like, oh my god, my friend Julie lives in Kilmarnock. Oh hey, I haven't seen Julie for like 3 years. Let's give her a wee phone, see if she's around, and we'll meet up and catch up. So Julie is going through all the TV stuff. I used to do this Channel 4 drama where for 12 weeks we were up in this sort of a industrial estate in Bearsden filming this Channel 4 drama, and I met somebody who went on to be a really, really good pal of mine, Alex. And Alex, you know, on these sets, you would just, nothing was real. So everything was props, and we were making a show. So it was all make believe and pretend, and it was actors and all that sort of stuff. And you were with these extras, these other supporting artists for like 10 hours a day, 12 hours a day, because you're only getting used, you know, to make the place look busy or whatever it might have been. So you're spending a hell of a lot of time with at least 100 random strangers, and Alec and I got on really, really well. But Alec had, you know, he had been having some of his own issues, and Alec committed suicide. Um, so the reason Alec is important in this journey is because Alex was married to Julie, and this is how Julie and I became friends, because we met at his funeral. And so I phones her up and I'm like, oh, hi, Julie. Like, I'm in Kilmarnock today. Do you want to meet up? Just so happened she was free. Julie's a personal travel agent, and she goes to loads of networking events. So, but she happened to be free this day, and she was like, "Hi, come round. We'll go for lunch." So we're sitting at lunch, and bearing in mind, like, she had no clue what I'd been up to the previous couple of years. I'm not even sure she knew I was pregnant, never mind the trauma, and then training as a hypnotist. So I'm filling her in on everything that's happening. And she was like, oh, she went, I keep coming across this woman. She said she's a hypnotherapist as well. She's like, Amanda, she's so different, authentic. Her stories are fascinating. She's always on the stage telling a story, and everybody's just totally absorbed in this woman. I've not seen her for months, but the next time that I see her, I'll give her your number. I'll let you know what you're up to, and maybe there's something there. So Julie goes to loads of networking events. So the next morning, my phone goes, and she's like, "You're never going to believe who was at that meeting last night." I was like, "You're joking." But to be honest, you know, I just sold the baby's pram. My mind actually wasn't even totally on it. It was just at the back of my mind, but I wasn't like ready to make a move with any of the information straight away. She was like, "I've gave her your name. She's given me her business card. I'll send you a picture. You know, get in touch with her. She might be able to help you." Because this was me just at the start of came fresh out of training. So a week or something had went by, and I was going to the gym actually. For whatever reason, I was like, "Oh, let's kind of look into this woman." So I typed her into Google, and oh my holy crap! You know, I've just come out of training, and actually the industry is quite hard to get into. You know, you're working with people's minds, and it really is actually probably about who you know. You know, when you know people who's in higher places, they can help you. Um, so, you know, she was the chair of the Scottish Hypnotherapy Foundation. She also hosted